We're here at Primary Arms. Barry, he's going to go over their new pistol red dot they have here. So I'll just let him go ahead and take over and give some of the features.
Yeah, so this is our HTX-1. This is our very first made in America, made in USA, right in our factory in Houston, Texas. The pistol enclosed red dot. We have two different reticle options for you. We have a 4 MOA dot by itself, and we also have an ACSS Vulcan dot. So what that is a 250 MOA ring and a 4 MOA dot in the center. And the reason why everybody really loves that reticle is because as like somebody who doesn't shoot often, they have that ability to drive their pistol out and guide them onto target. So it's like an intuitive reticle, basically telling you where you need to shift to pick up that dot. So people who are actually having trouble picking up their dot coming out of the holster, this is the solution for them.
Yeah, presentation can give problems.
Right,
Just
yeah.
something to index.
And even if you are a really good shooter, I mean, if you put a pistol in your left hand, like I'm a right-hand shooter, I do train with my left hand a lot. That helps a lot too. And also like unusual shooting positions, like if you're working a VTAC barrier, or if you're like coming in and out of the vehicle, and you're trying to present fast, it's a really good solution. So the way we're mounting this directly to the slide is with our patented chassis system. We have an MOS chassis, an RMR-A, and an RMR-B. And the RMR-B is for like your ZevTech or Shadow System slides that have like these embossed pillars that the screws will actually go into. So it's actually, so 2 screws go into the slide, and then we have 4 screws that go into the optic, right? So the optic itself will mount to this. It is, yeah. And what's really cool about it is, as you can see, it just kind of lines perfectly up like that. So nice and smooth, very easy to mount. Yeah, keep it very low profile. And that was one of our biggest engineering points, was keeping it nice and low profile. It's flush with the slide on like these blocks here. So as you can see here, it's flush, so it's sitting low. The biggest feature on that is not having to get suppressor high sights. You don't have to upgrade your iron sights. You can actually run block standard iron sights.
Co-witness, right?
Yeah, and co-witness right through. Yeah. I don't know if you had a chance to look at that there.
Perfect.
Another really cool feature about it, we had the lens is actually recessed pretty far into the body itself. I was actually at a U.S. Marshal demo. We were doing vehicle egress training, and I got out of the vehicle, ran to the back, had a malfunction, and I literally used the optic to rack my slide on the tail light, and I broke the tail light and got it up, and it ran right.
So is the lens, is it a polymer or an actual glass?
That's glass, and it's an American-made glass. We're not allowed to disclose the company that makes that for us. You know, everyone else will jump on it. But yeah, so like I said, everything's made in America. The only part in there that is not is the crystal for the diode. That's actually grown in Germany. There's only 2 places in the world that you can get those crystals from. It's China and Germany. But once we get the crystal, we actually solder and pot it in our facility in Houston. So everything's made in America besides that.
What's the battery life on this?
So we got, like, it's a 10,000 to 20,000 battery life. The reason why it's got such a broad spectrum there is because we have an auto light feature baked into this. So after 5 minutes when it's sitting, it'll turn off. When you pick it up, bump it, move it, it comes right back on. With the ACSS Vulcan reticle, you can actually turn off the outer ring, so that'll actually save you a good substantial amount of battery.
I mean, even at 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a long time.
Yeah, I change my batteries out pretty frequently just because I'm worried that it's going to die on me. So yeah, it's a side-loaded 2032 battery. That's another really big feature. A lot of the enclosed pistol optics, you have to take your optic off to get to the battery to swap it out. With this, you don't.
The side mount allows it to be lower too.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Now, if you look at it, the body itself is actually pretty low profile around the window. And that battery compartment isn't like super big, sticking off the side. It's very low profile. As you can see, it's actually knurled there, so it's like nice and smooth, snag-free. So, and that's another thing about the front lens here. As you can see, it kind of like rocks back a little bit. That makes it snag-free. Another really cool feature about these is you don't have to change out like your Safariland duty holsters. This will fit inside of the hood. So if they have like that level 2, level 3 retention, this will work with that.
That's an aluminum body?
Yes, yeah, it's 7076 aluminum. And then one of the other really cool features about these plates and the screws themselves is they're steel screws, steel plate going into the steel slide. Right? A lot of people have issues with their plate coming loose because the plate itself is either aluminum or the screws are aluminum. We also coat our screws in black EN coating, so it actually provides a little bit more friction for those screws to stay nice and tight when we're torquing down the screw.
What's MSRP?
So retail MSRP for the dot version itself is $699. For the Vulcan reticle, it's going to be $749. Yes, sir.
Sounds like an awesome deal for an American-made optic.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're super excited about bringing it to market.
When do we expect it on the actual market?
So we've actually put out a pre-sale for all of our dealer network. They already started buying in. They'll start seeing those ship out around like March, April timeframe, and then they'll be available for orders.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Primary Arms, new pistol optic. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.